You can't stop us. The EFF in Western Cape must still look for those white people who were beating them up that day, one by one, day and night, because police are failing us. And when they find them, they know what to do with them. No white man must lay a hand on a black man and there are no consequences, including this security guard. How do you manhandle our child like that? Can you imagine if the security guard was black and he manhandled a white child like that? That black security guard will be fired by today. The life of a black child is no longer cheap. We are coming here peacefully. Fighters, do not provoke these right-wingers. Don't provoke them. But when they provoke you and police do not want to act, make them meet their creator very fast. Because there is no longer time for nonsense. Not in South Africa, not in Africa, and everywhere else in the world. We will never provoke them. We don't have a history of provocation. That's why we are still in our own country. They came here, they provoked us, they took our land. We are still negotiating with them. Enough is enough. No more smiles in return for white racists. They touch you, let them meet their creator immediately. We have no room for racism. It is racism that killed our people in 1976. It will not be allowed to kill our people today. On my way here, the Secretary General was saying to me, no, the police were saying they stopped some right-wingers who wanted to come here and all of that. Okay, why did they do that? Because we had an appointment with them. We wanted to teach them a lesson they will never forget. This place is not Pretoria. It's not Centurion. It's Tshwane. This is our land. Leke le fase la buskukuni, le bo mo shweshwe, le. Artota la ba chimana ba makhuwa, ba tsama ba tlema le fase mo borakgolo wa bona ba le ba mapantiti ba tlile mo ele mapantiti from Holland, Netherlands, ba itla mo aba tla ba tshwere selo bloody fool. A ona nto ba tlo e claima from here. Ape re saluta bana ba mapantiti mo. Bu Jan van Riebeeck be le mapantiti. Jan van Riebeeck and all of them, they were prisoners. They don't have a good history with the law. That's why their children and grandchildren do not have a good history with the law. They took it from their grandfathers, great-great-grandfathers. This is our land. This is our school. Treat the children here the same. Let our schools be safe havens. Let our schools not have drugs. Let our schools not have racism. Because racism, rape, and drugs are the same WhatsApp group. We don't want them here. We don't want politics also in this school. When children are called upon that tomorrow come wearing the way you want to be, it's a career day tomorrow, what do you want to be? They come wearing EFF. It's okay, it's on that day. Children want to be EFF. Ntorata ke bana. Ntwa bana, ntofo ntof. Ntotsa teng. Ke EFF yo, ntwe ya bana. Not ntwa batho ba onana ka dimpa. Anything that is loved by the youth has got future. The youth, including the children who are starting to learn how to speak, the first political party they pronounce is EFF. That's how much the future is so bright. So we want our schools to be liberated. No school must have 100% white teachers in a country where 90% of residents are black. What type of nonsense is that? Which land is that where you can have 100% teachers white, 100% kids white? Which land? It can be. This is not Holland. This is not Germany. This is not France. This is South Africa. This is Africa. Everything must be reflecting how Africa looks like. Our schools must look the same way our country looks like. Our economy must look the same way our country looks like. Our parliament, every sphere of life must look the same way our country looks like. If it doesn't reflect how our country looks like, then it's a distortion. It must be corrected. Or there's something wrong. We need to correct that. And we are here today to correct that. We are coming very peaceful. If you dare repeat that, you will have yourself to blame. We are here peacefully. We are a very, very peaceful organization. Just don't provoke us. If this young man did not have the right to be in this school, you don't manhandle him. You talk to him to leave. And if he refuses, he's got parents. You call his parents and say, yo, moto shuru boncha metolo mo. Etan lete le rwale selo se sa le na se. Ao mo khume. O tla khoma bana ba batho ka mistake, ga nona le malwetse a itseng a ba tlhokofala ona. Don't manhandle our kids. Especially when you are a white man, do not manhandle our children. Don't do it. Don't. We never touch your children. We talk to them all the time. We even fake accent so that they can hear what we are saying. Please don't touch our children. Our children are a no-no. They are a no-go area. Do not touch our children. Don't do it. Please, we are making a peaceful plea. Do not manhandle our children. Talk to them. They are not crazy. They've got brains. It is their brains which landed them a seat in this school. That's why you have to convince them and show them why they are wrong. Violence is never a solution. And therefore, we cannot have violence in our schools. It can't be correct that you organize matric dance and exclude black children. It can't be correct that in Mpumalanga, there are still schools where black parents are fighting with white parents because there is racism in the school. It can't be correct that black children are told in schools that you don't have role models because all of your fathers are in prison. They are told by a so-called teacher, the person they look up to, that black people do not have role models. And when we fight with them, the so-called black middle class says we are unreasonable because we must keep up with this nonsense where black children are permanently told nonsense that their fathers are in prison. Right now, we are not in prison. We are here. And no black child will be parentless as long as they are black parents. Ngwana ke ngwana wa village ka moka. We are responsible. O godisha ngwano le a papa le tronkong a se ena papa. He's got a life of his own, And our village is going to shape this child to become a better person and be better than his father.